So Korn is recording a new album, and I thought this was a pretty cool little story because they're recording it all on tape. We're all in the room sweating it out.
Okay.
So they're not just trading files. You know, they're actually in a studio, in a room together. At this past weekend's Download Festival in the United Kingdom, Korn guitarist James Monkey Schaefer spoke to BBC Radio T's Rock Show with Daniel P. Carter about the progress of the recording sessions for the band's follow-up to 2022's Requiem album. He said, as transcribed by our good friends at Blabbermouth, "We're doing it all on tape. We're all in the room sweating it out. The tape is rolling. The guy gives us the thumbs up in the window, and we start playing, and all of us are locked in. And if we don't get it right, we rewind the tape, and we do it again. It takes more commitment. It's like, this is how we used to make records. So there's an energy to it that I think we like."
That's cool.
Korn's self-titled debut turned 30 years old last October. Man, making me feel old. In celebration of the milestone, Korn played at BMO Stadium in Los Angeles on October 5th, 2024. This one-night-only performance features special guests Evanescence, Gojira, Darren Malakian, and Scars on Broadway.
I wanted to go to that so bad.
Ben did. Yeah, it would have been nice. Korn kicked off its summer-fall North American tour on September 12th at Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater in Tampa, Florida. 25-day Live Nation-produced Trek features special guest Grammy-nominated band Gojira and Canadian heavy metal group Spiritbox, wrapped up in St. Paul, Minnesota at Excel Energy on October 27th, 2024. Korn bassist Reginald Fieldy Arvizu announced in June 2021 that he would sit out the band's tour in order to heal after falling back on some of his bad habits. I like how they have that in quotes, falling back on some of his, quote, bad habits. Wonder what kind of bad habits that could be. He has since been replaced on the road by Suicidal Tendencies bassist Roberto Ra Diaz.
Huh.
And this is kind of the end of this article anyway. Released in February 2022, Korn's latest album Requiem, which I have not listened to, if I'm being honest. I should probably listen to it.
It's kind of...
Really?
I don't know. I didn't really like it that much.
There's some bangers on it.
Really? I need to listen to it. Produced by Chris Collier, and Korn entered Billboard's Hard Rock Albums chart at number 1. The band sold 23,000 equivalent album units in the February 4th through 10th, 2022 tracking week, according to Billboard. Requiem also landed number 2 on the Top Rock Albums Top Alternative charts. On the all-format Billboard 200, it arrived at number 14. Despite the fact he hasn't performed with his Korn bandmates for over 4 years, Fieldy did play on Requiem. Since forming, Korn has sold more than 40 million albums worldwide, collected 2 Grammys, toured world countless times, and set many records in the process that will likely never be surpassed. Korn continued to push the limits of rock, alternative, and metal genres while remaining a pillar of influence for legions of fans and generations of artists around the globe. Whoops.
I was like,
Sorry,
what
Dryden.
the fuck?
I accidentally removed Dryden from the stage instead of the presentation. So I do think it's cool they're recording on tape again, but
yeah,
it's also cool that Korn is still out there doing it. They're still putting out albums. They're still doing the album cycle and touring cycle. And what do you guys think?
Well, not just that. They're still headlining arenas. They're not playing state fairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that a band of that era is still got albums coming out, you know?
Yeah, and they're recording. I'll be interested to hear how this album turns out. Like if it sounds better than you know what I mean? Because they're doing it the way they are in a live. Because like we talked about with that Skid Row record last week, they recorded that stuff live. You know,
yeah.
You definitely capture something when you do that.
And they don't really have anything to lose either. Like they said, they kind of started out that way, and then they obviously probably went more digital. And then, you know, why not just go back to what made their greatest hits, you know?
Yeah, challenge yourselves to do something, you know, do it the way you used to do it.
Yeah.
So.